Hey guys, it's me, Bryn. Sorry in advance for the weird lighting. I'm sitting in front of my computer screen, which is why everywhere else is dark and my face is bright. So I'm sure you can already tell by the title of this video, and I've kind of been hinting at it for a while now, so shouldn't come as too much of a surprise, but I just wanted to tell you that I am doing NaNoWriMo this year. I tried doing this last year and failed about halfway through, and not only have I given myself that responsibility to write for 30 days straight every single day, I'm also going to film it every single day, or at least update you every single day about my progress, how I'm doing, how it's going. I don't really know the plan yet. I mean, that's all going to be just up in the air. However it happens, happens. But I'm hoping just to kind of document the process, my feelings every day, whether I'm motivated, whether I'm not, what keeps me motivated, what keeps me working, what doesn't keep me working, that sort of thing. I feel like that would be helpful for the both of us to figure out what works and what doesn't. But I also want us to motivate each other, because I cannot be the only person doing this year. I know some of you have to be doing it. I feel like I just know that some of you are doing this. So I want us to kind of come together and motivate each other. So today is Monday, October 30th. NaNoWriMo starts on Wednesday, November 1st. So my actual NaNoWriMo vlogs will start on Wednesday, November 1st. I'm going to try to update you every day, but I will not be uploading every day. I'll be uploading these videos once a week. But this one is just preparing. This is going to be my preparation, how I've prepared up until now, how long I've been preparing, what I've been doing, and just that sort of stuff. If you're curious what I've been doing up to this point. I feel like I should start with last year. I tried to do this last year with very little planning. I think I maybe started planning a week and a half ahead of time maybe. I tried to come up with some sort of outline, but you can only do so much in a week and a half, to be honest. And I went in with really high expectations for myself and not much of a plan of what I was going to do. I just kind of expected to write and have no clue kind of what direction I was going in. And I hoped I would just end up somewhere. But I should have known myself a little better than that, because I got about 15,000 words in, maybe, and I quit. I was done. I just... I had no more ideas left in me. I had no direction of where it was going. I had a general, like, plot in my head, but I didn't have an ending. I didn't know my characters well. I didn't have a direction hardly at all, to be honest. So basically, I was kind of doomed from the beginning, because I know I'm a planner. I've always been a planner, so to expect myself to just jump in with barely an outline was kind of ridiculous. So now I feel like I'm coming into this year with more of an understanding about what's going to work for me, how to better prepare, and even if I don't finish, I mean, again, I kind of have high expectations for finishing. I'm kind of determined to finish, more so than I have been before. I haven't been able to plan as much as I'd like, but I feel like I still have a fairly good framework and I have a direction in which to go, and if I don't follow something completely, I think it'll be okay. But yeah, I do kind of want to show you what I've been doing for an outline. I don't want to show you exactly what I'm working on. I don't want to talk super specifically about it, just to keep my own sanity. Hopefully you're okay with me just kind of talking about my process and how things have been going, even if I'm not super specific with like details about it. I do want to show you kind of what my outline looks like. This is not a filled out one. This is an empty one, but this is the format I followed, and I just kind of took out all of my information so you can see it. If you watched my productivity video, you know I like Google Docs. I've been using Google Docs. So basically what I have here is stage and scene, and I kind of broke it down by chapters, which are colors or like a very broad outline, and then broke it down in each one. And I have a description, which you can put for the chapter as a whole or the scene as a whole, and all the little scenes underneath it. Time and date, place. You can map out specific characters if you want. I mean, you can build this out as much as you want, as much as you need, obviously. And then I keep track of word count. This was totally just a basis, just to see where I would be at what point, and would just add up. But I can obviously change this. Say this is only 900. Everything will adapt to this. So I put all the math in, this is just kind of ideals, and then it will actually, you know, calculate the correct word count when I need it to. I also have playlists created on Spotify, like writing playlists of songs that put me in the right frame of mind. And now I'm really kind of digging into the research, so kind of backgrounds and characters, different things that I just want to know more about going in. I also just picked up a simple notebook that I plan to kind of keep with me as I'm writing in case I have another idea for another scene, or there's something I want to remember or something I want to look into. I can just write it in this notebook, forget about it for a minute, and like keep going, and I don't get super sidetracked trying to remember something. As of now, that's where I'm at. It's stressful, I'm not gonna lie. And right now it's about 7 o'clock and it's really dark for 7 o'clock, but I'm thinking of going to Barnes & Noble just to kind of stake it out and see if it would be a good place for me to work. I know it's probably good for me for productivity reasons and creativity reasons to get out of my house sometimes. So I'm going to try it and just see if I like it. Oh, also, I did want to show you. I went to Bath & Body Works yesterday and I picked up this candle. It is an aromatherapy focus candle. The scent is eucalyptus and tea with natural essential oils. If it actually helps you focus, like, I'm totally down for this. Hopefully all of that stuff together just puts me in the right frame of mind to do this. So this is gonna be interesting. I hope you're along with me for the ride. Let me know if you are, by the way, and we'll talk tomorrow about how this research is going. Wish me luck. Hey guys, how are you? Today is actually Thursday, November 2nd, but I'm finishing up this video today because I meant to talk about a couple of things that I didn't get around to talking about before now. So technically, NaNoWriMo has already started. I've already started writing. I wrote yesterday, I vlogged it, you'll see that next week. But I actually had a few questions come in from this video that had to do with like writing and preparing for writing and that sort of thing. So I figured I'd just answer them now because I feel like this is a good time and a good video to stick them in. And I did want to include this. So technically, NaNoWriMo has already started, but this applies. So this person wrote in and he or she said, I'm 15, I've been writing for about 2 years now. I have a blog and some people in the writing songwriting industry have reached out to me and told me they really like the things I write. That's awesome. Congratulations. I've been encouraged to think about publishing, but I'm quite afraid people around me are just overreacting and that I'm not that good after all. Plus, I mostly write short text poems and it doesn't really seem right to me that I just put them all together and call it a book. A novel is something I feel like I'd be much happier to publish, something that would definitely take longer, but that doesn't concern me. I'd like to know if you have any advice on how to develop, get into, improve your novel or plot, on how to make time for writing, and also how to tell if what you do is good enough, or if you're ready to take the next step and think about publishing some of your work. First of all, that's awesome. Anybody out there who's like writing and doing stuff, whether you're publishing it, you're putting it on the internet, or you're keeping it to yourself, like, I just want to give you props. That's amazing. So out of that, I got a few questions, one of which was advice on how to develop, get into, or improve your plot. I feel like this is going to be different for everyone, but for me, it's a combination of brainstorming, research, and just trying things out to see what works. It always kind of starts with me just trying to come up with any idea that I can, whether that means just like getting out of my house or reading other things or just trying to come up with anything at all that just comes into your mind for a certain situation. See what happens, see where your mind takes you. Keep track of those ideas and then look into them, research them, see if this is actually something that can fit, if it's actually something that makes sense, if it fits with your theme or your idea or whatever. And then lastly, like the only way you really know if something works, I think, is to try it and see what happens. I mean, like, I've only been writing for a day now. Today will be the second day. There are some things like that just come to me in the moment and I just have to try them. I'm not gonna know till the end if it's something that works. You just have to try it and see what happens and see if at the end of the day it's something that you enjoy. So, second question, how to make time for writing. To be honest, the way I'm doing that is by doing NaNoWriMo. Like, I can think about writing all day, I can think about stories all day, I can think about characters all day, but when it comes to like sitting down and actually writing things, I suck. Like, I can't do it, or I'm so bad at it, and like I'll do it for a day or two and then I'm just done. So I think that's why I was so determined to do this year, because it felt like kind of my only opportunity to force myself to sit down and just try it and try to do it. So that's where I'm at. This is how I'm trying to do it. And lastly, how to tell if what you do is good enough or if you're ready to take the next step and think about publishing your work. I think that's going to be a combination of how you feel about it and letting other people read it and see what they think about it. This is going to be different for everybody. Everyone's going to have a different reaction to people reading their stuff, or a different confidence level about it. I'm always afraid to talk about something until I'm confident in it, but that doesn't typically happen for me until I like finish something and I work on it and work on it and work on it until I'm like completely proud of it. You could be completely different. There are tons of like communities out there, writing groups and critique groups out there that can help you with things like this if you really just want advice on whether things are good enough, or reach out to friends or family that you trust, things like that, to read parts of it or to tell them your summary or your synopsis and just see what they say. I do think the community critique aspect of it is extremely important, because there are some things like you just won't have good ideas for, or you won't know how to write, that other people are able to help you with. And I just don't think writing is done in a vacuum. I'm that way to a certain extent, and then after a while it's like I've used up all my brain capacity and I need someone to tell me what works and what doesn't. And in terms of publishing, again, that's like completely up to your comfort level. I mean, if you're posting on a blog already and people tell you it's great, like, be confident in that. I think that's awesome. Also remember that rejection is good. It helps you. Constructive criticism is good. It helps you, and those things are all important to a creative work. So if you have any other writing questions that you want me to kind of answer as the days go on, as I'm filming every day, go to the survey link. I'll put it in the top of the description or something. Just go type it in there. I will see you guys next week with week 1 of NaNoWriMo. So thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye!